Big Bo Peep, written and illustrated by Jonathan Allen. Chapter 1. Have you ever heard the old song called Little Bo Peep? It was about a pretty little shepherdess who kept losing her sheep. Well, I bet you didn't know that Little Bo Peep was a real person, and that she had a sister called Big Bo Peep. Big Bo Peep was big and tough, and she never lost her sheep. When somebody wrote that song about Little Bo Peep, it was a big hit. Little Bo Peep became famous. I'm sorry to say it made her very big-headed. She went off to be a star, and she left Big Bo Peep to look after the sheep. Now, deep in the forest, there was a big bad wolf. Like most wolves, he was very lazy. So, when he heard a song about a shepherdess who kept losing her sheep, his ears pricked up. "Lost sheep?" he said. "Down at Bo Peep's place? Dear, oh dear, I must go and help. I'm good at finding sheep. In fact, I find them totally delicious. Ha ha ha." That day, Big Bo Peep was mending a stone wall. Suddenly, she heard a noise at the other end of the field. The big bad wolf was trying to steal one of her lambs. She narrowed her eyes and set off across the field. The wolf saw her coming. "That must be the silly little shepherdess," he said to himself. "She can't have seen me, or she'd have run away by now. I'll give her a growl. That will scare her off." "Grrr! Go away, you silly shepherdess!" growled the wolf. But Big Bo Peep didn't run off. Instead, she grabbed the wolf by the scruff of the neck. "Listen, fur face," she shouted. "Leave my sheep alone. Go on, leave it. Okay, I'll just have to tie you in a knot and throw you over that wall." Then Big Bo Peep carried on mending her wall. Chapter 2. Up in the hills, there was a band of robbers. One day, they were listening to a song on their stolen radio. The song was about a shepherdess who kept losing her sheep. "Terrible," said the robber chief. "Some people shouldn't be allowed to keep sheep. In fact, I think someone should take those poor little sheep away from her." "You're right," laughed his band of robbers. "Let's go and rescue a couple of nice fat lambs. Ha ha ha." That day, Big Bo Peep was fixing the fence. She heard a noise, looked up, and saw 4 men chasing her lambs. She narrowed her eyes and set off across the field. The robber chief saw her coming. "Well, if it isn't Little Bo Peep," he cried. "If you want my sheep," said Big Bo Peep slowly, "you can arm wrestle me for them." The robber stopped laughing and looked at their chief. He raised his eyebrows. He liked the girl with spirit. "All right," he grinned. Big Bo Peep smiled back. The wrestling match didn't last that long. Big Bo Peep bet the robber chief in no time. "All right, you win," he panted. "But can I ask you a question?" Big Bo Peep nodded. "What is it?" "Will you marry me?" Big Bo Peep paused. "All right," she said, "but only if you give up robbing and become a sheep farmer." "All right," said the robber chief. "It's about time I settled down." They were married that week. They lived happily ever after and ran the best sheep farm for miles around. But nobody ever wrote a song about them.